In 600 CE, there's a shift in global power towards the Islamic empires, which has impacted world history in the process. However, the Islamic empires eventually fell in 1918. The fall of Rome in 500 CE left a vacuum. Islam quickly filled the void left by the Romans. The eastern half of the Roman Empire, based at Constantinople, remained, but would be at war with the new emerging Muslim power in the region for centuries. The Persian Empire was also weak, soon incorporated into the Muslim empires. In 600 CE, when Muhammad was about 40 years old, an angel appeared to him and told him that he was a messenger of God and asked Muhammad to begin proclaiming God's message. Muhammad slowly attracted followers. His followers were called Muslims, and this new religion was called Islam. After the fall of Rome, the religion eventually unified the Arab tribes into one nation, first under the Umayyads and then the Abbasids. The Umayyad Empire lasted from 661 to 750 CE, while the Abbasid Empire lasted from 750 CE to 1258. From mid-7th century to mid-13th century, Islam Empire had its golden age, while most of the European countries were still in their dark ages. During this period, Muslims established trading routes across the Middle East and Asia. Also, scholars in the Muslim world made great achievements in medicine, science, philosophy, and mathematics. In 750 CE, the Abbasids moved the capital of Muslim Empire from Damascus to Baghdad in order to be closer to the people who supported them and gave them power. So Baghdad became the center of learning and commerce in the Muslim world. As the House of Wisdom was established in Baghdad, scholars, both Muslim and non-Muslim, contributed to Islamic agriculture, art, literature, economics, science, philosophy, and technology. Also, scholars sought to gather and translate the world's knowledge into Arabic in the translation movement. Many classic works of antiquity that would otherwise have been forgotten were translated into Arabic and later in turn translated into Turkish, Sindhi, Persian, Hebrew, and Latin. As the establishment of the House of Wisdom, Baghdad became the hub of learning. Scholars from worldwide gathered in the House of Wisdom, and the scholars made incredible achievements in mathematics, including the development of algebra, improvements in astronomy and geometry. Musicians from Baghdad relocated to Spain, opened the first music school in Europe, in Cordoba in the 800s, and it has influenced Spanish music. The Mongols burned Baghdad to the ground and conquered much of the Middle East during 1200s. The Mongols burned down all the magnificent buildings, libraries in Baghdad, and threw all the books into the Tigris River. The books that Mongols threw into the river contained nearly all of the world's knowledge. Sunni, Shiite split and ongoing internal religious divide, and the remaining power of Islam divided amongst the Ottomans, the Safavid, and the Mongols for the most part. Ottomans, as the sick man of Europe, British controlled it through funding and diplomacy. Ottomans allied with Germany during World War I. Allies promised Arab independence. Instead, they took over, which sets in motion many of the problems that have plagued the Middle East ever since.